And we are live. Come on in the room.
How do we lie?
Wait a minute. That was a church song in the. We're gonna stop. We're gonna try it again. Come on in the room.
Oh yeah.
You could have failed.
Why?
How you oh yeah and are we live?
I just said we live.
That, so special, Lord.
Not live like part we live like we on the thing on the video. Are we live?
We are live.
Literally.
Welcome once, welcome twice, welcome in the name of Jesus Christ.
Bless us people.
Hallelujah. I need to say.
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Lift your hands.
Did you say to lift your hands?
Hallelujah.
Cedric, what is wrong with you tonight?
Where's Micah? Sing Micah.
I know, right? If they're not church people, they won't know what that means.
I'm a church person, but I don't know what that means one for you.
Well, you ain't that much of a church, but use church adjacent.
I don't know about that. By the time I spent in church when I was growing up,
Well,
I probably spent more time there than you did.
then now that's not possible.
Bro, we were there all day Sunday.
Baby,
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
We had air kind of service.
Only day I didn't go was Wednesday.
Baby.
Because I was in the youth choir, men's choir, played the drums. I was on 2 Ursher boards.
Sir. Hush.
I was on 2 Ursher boards.
How many?
2. I was in 3 choirs, youth choir, men's choir, and mass choir. And he's squeaking ball. Boy, sit down somewhere. Noisy dog on earth.
He can be a bit noisy.
You better not sweep that ball.
I don't think it's always listening. So if you are here, I want you to come in the room and say hello to us. Let us know that you are in the building. Let us know that you are here. I'm trying to send out some stuff.
Your dog is so insubordinate. You give me detention. In school suspension. Let us know where you're from. How you doing? How'd your day go?
If you're here, let us know you're here. Say hello.
I might mute it.
Yeah, because it's coming from here. Give you a minute to get in, to share it, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, tell somebody else.
That's right. Each one teach one.
Each one what?
Teach one.
That was a song. Do you remember that song?
No.
Did you say no?
Who sung it?
You would know it was a
gospel song?
Not a non-melanated person.
Yeah, I definitely don't know that.
My husband act like growing up and back in the day that all of the songs that he only knew were Black artists or
That's not true. Because we all listen to BJ One.
Not I'm talking about gospel artists.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, my church is super racist. No white artists whatsoever.
And see, I grew up on everybody. Yeah. So we'll be listening to a song and I'm singing and he's like, why do you know that?
I don't know none of that.
But then I went to Christian school.
Well, that's why too.
But I didn't learn those songs in Christian school though. My mom played those songs in the car. That when
your mama's something else. If it wasn't the Southern Airs or the Mighty Clouds of Joy, I don't know none of that. Them other people's.
Wow.
All them ones you be playing, I have no idea who that be.
Who that be?
I don't know.
Listen, take the moment to come in, tell us that you're here, share it to your page. He is my who that be. He is crazy. So we're trying to get everybody meant to come on and say hello and all of the good stuff.
Hello.
It's funny that you didn't know any of the stuff like those. Like when we listen to something,
Why
you
is it funny?
because I just assumed that everybody knew those songs.
No, just you. That's what happened when you grew up in the suburbs.
Who grew up in the suburbs?
You
That's not considered the suburbs.
rich. Yes, it is.
When you come in, let us know you're here. Hello, Jojo. How are you, my love? Listen. So what's considered the suburbs?
Well, you grew up.
You're not very helpful. Where you grew up, that's it.
I guess anything outside of the tenements, I would suspect.
What the tenements? So give me some idea what the tenements around here.
Merchant Terrace, Lake Man Garden, Griffin Park, all tenements.
Why you calling tenements?
That's just a fancy word for saying the projects.
The ghetto. Dum, 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 that one. Listen, everybody take time to come in, tell us hello, let us know you're here. Share it to your page. Um listen, we got a conversation of some topics tonight that we want to get into. I'm trying to get people because we are just out of we were like 10 years straight every Monday night, and now we're just getting back into our regular routine. And so hold on a second. I'm gonna be on wrote the wrong thing here.
You want what?
I'm being wrote the wrong thing in this text message. I was just letting people that we live, but I'll be wrote 10 minutes or something.
Please don't. Stay focused.
Hey girl, how are you?
I
Listen,
can't see what that's.
you're blind, baby. Why you what you let?
I am not blind at all.
What are you? Why you got them glasses on? That make you like an old man. Get the other one. Get the ones I like.
I'm not going upstairs to get them glasses. You
Now,
can get
now
them.
you like an old man,
Still can't see. It's too far away.
baby. It's on. Oh,
I can see that over there.
I can bring this.
Did you really put that over there?
Yes, hush.
Bro, you wow, bro.
It's the
You wow.
whatever. See, that's gonna be a fail, and then dog gonna have a piece.
Nah.
Okay, so he's like, can't see. So how y'all doing tonight? Arlise, hey boo.
What up, though? All right, let's get into it. What's the topic?
Okay,
What we talking about?
well we tan back. All right. So I sent him a few topics actually that we could go overnight, and one of which was I don't pet peeves in a marriage, laugh or lose it.
Yeah, Tina says good evening.
Hey Tina, how are you, my love? Hey Lashana, are you working? Are you supposed to be
Don't tell your business.
you supposed to be helping somebody?
See, you're snitching.
All right, so I'm gonna take this out right here because this is getting late. So I'm hearing us echo. So are you? We talk about pet peeves.
Mhm.
Do you? What'd you say? What was the thing? Do you? Okay, laugh or lose it. What is a pet peeve in your marriage? To my Andy is.
The
We'll hit a couple things.
laugh or lose it. Lose it.
What's a pet peeve in your marriage?
A pet peeve of mine.
Who else am I asking?
I got so many.
What? So many.
Yeah.
Arlise, tell them don't start tonight. Give me a nice one.
A nice one.
Yeah, you talking about I got so many.
Yeah, you don't respect boundaries and limitations.
So wait a minute. So
You are a liberty taker.
what does that mean, honey?
That means that you don't respect other people's stuff.
So for those people who don't know you and um may not understand, tell me what that means.
What does what mean?
What is it? I'm a liberty taker.
Does you take liberty, which mean you you what is the word? The coming together as one. You take that literally like our stuff is one, and it's not. You don't mind using other people's stuff.
Lashana says, when my husband drinks cold drinks from a cup and makes this sound that drives me bonkers.
Oh, he's a slurper.
Is it a slurp? Is he slurping, Lashana? So what? So Cedric says that I have to respect. I don't respect boundaries and limitations. I take the being one. So,
Yes.
but people may not understand. Okay, so Cedric's really funny about his stuff. He is very meticulous about how he do things, where things go. I'm not as
I can't
I'm
find
not as much. It ain't every time I can
that
find
means
that.
that Miss Thomas done been in it or bothered it.
Well,
Then I ask you where it is and you don't know. I put it somewhere. It ain't there. And we find it some random place because you don't put it somewhere that drive me nuts.
Arlie says, sense of humor. Some stuff be funny to him and not to me. I'm too sensitive. Like I'm in, I'm in pain. I ask him what changed. This man said my way and laugh. I'm a, I'm finna book
Looking
another.
up Sesame
Arlie's. Now, Arlie's, did we go over this already? Because like Sam has a sense of humor like Cedric. It Cedric says stuff crazy like that too. But I had to learn that that's his sense of humor.
Right.
He loves me. Sam, show you he love you. He first of all, you're always shopping, Chad. You're always getting what you want. Girl, Sam love you. And that's just his sense of humor. We gotta work on your sensitivity level because you can't make that man sense of humor change. Look, that's all they feel like they have left, or at least they feel like everything in their house is gone. So they can't do the they don't have what you call it, baby? Like when you say everything been taken away from you, also you got your sensitivity.
Any individuality? That was
Yeah, no, I don't know what you said at one time, but I don't remember what
I
it
can't remember what I said.
was. She was trying to say like sticking.
She said sucking through his front teeth.
I didn't.
I guess I know what she mean.
So yes, we did. Yes, we went over this, working on our sensitivity. Because now this is my thing. Sometimes, okay, so I'm trying to think of what pet peeve I have. I have one, but I don't know if I want to share my pet peeve.
I know you used to say something to me about why I should leave something somewhere. And you used to say something about it.
So one of my a pet peeve.
Which I thought that was so funny. But yeah.
One of my pet peeve is when you have mouthwash, and normally you pour it
Oh
into the
yeah.
cap and you put it in your mouth. Okay, Cedric put his mouth around, hold it, and just chug it like it's not a liquor or something. It's not a drink. Like
Is
no,
alcohol in it?
but that's gonna cause backwash. I don't want it.
It's mouthwash. It kills
I don't want.
backwash.
No, oh my god.
Yeah, they kill backwash. Not to mention that you don't. Doesn't matter.
No, no. Listen, Cedric trying to fight tonight.
Never mind. You know what?
What?
Well,
Chicken butt.
think I'm gonna let it go
Let it go.
because I don't want to get TKO.
Yes. All right, Lashana said, really? But you do everything else to him. I don't want his
Right.
backwash.
Exactly.
Okay, but I don't want his backwash. I don't want your bodily fluids like that. He get enough of my bodily fluids. I give him mine. We just exchange by in that way.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
All that gushing you did.
Well, that sounds kind of. I don't know, dog.
Why you smacking, baby?
I don't know, dog. That sounds a little. Mm-mm.
Bang. I already fed you. Wait, we fed you smacking.
Ain't too fast.
Yes, Lashana, really. He do listen. So listen, I'm going right. He got listen, Lashana, he got enough with he don't need that one. So if you're listening, take a minute to share this to your page, but tell me what your pet peeve is for your spouse. And do they respect your pet peeve? No.
But how do you, like you said, lose it or laugh, right? That's it. So how do you?
Laugh or lose it.
So in the beginning,
Baby,
hey, but one more. Let me know.
you can't talk while you chewing.
Um, um, um. In the beginning,
Look at this, Lashana.
I would lose it, but now I just laugh.
Yes,
Is that?
baby. Don't.
Yeah, what's on there? What's the screen?
I put it up there
Why?
because Lashana put it up there.
He tried to control it.
Well, okay. So if you're on here, tell me what your pet peeve. I know Arlise and Lashana told me what their pet peeve was. I'm talking about a box of straws on the cruise. Girl, Lashana.
I'm drinking cold drink, I think.
But a box of straws. Oh, she bought a box of straws to take on the cruise. Oh,
So
Jesus.
he's gonna drink out of the thing.
That's so wrong. So anyway, how do you? Well, why do you think pet? What it says, laugh or lose it? What is the reason that someone would lose it for a pet peeve?
Because it's already a pet peeve, and when they do it, you feel away. So you keep doing it, and then they argument or whatever, a fussing, a cussing, or something. You know what I mean? But once you get to a point in your relationship, like when I come upstairs and you lay across the bed on my pillow,
so so wait a minute. That's a pet peeve too.
that's boundaries and limitations. You don't respect
Is
it.
it? Is it?
So now when I go to bed, my pillow all hot and smell like breath.
Okay, so listen. You know the bed like this. I don't know why it's so comfortable for
Split
me
sideways.
to lay across this way, and and my mind is just to lay there for a little while, watch TV, and then move over. But generally, I fall asleep that way.
On
And
my pillow
I'm not using. I didn't think I was on your pillow.
every night, pretty much on my pillow. It's all been out of shape, smell like breath.
Don't do that.
I gotta wake you up to get into bed. Ain't that crazy?
Well,
But I don't force you out. I just wake you up. Ma'am, do you mind if I get into bed as well?
anyway,
Is that what I say a lot of times?
it is. He does say
I
that.
do say that. Miss Lady, can I sleep in this bed also?
So we got enough pet peeves losing.
But see, like I say now, my perspective, I mostly just laugh about it. I don't get upset like that. I mean, it's still not my favorite, but I don't lose it.
I don't know if it's like the stuff I used to get upset about. I don't know if that's still an issue anymore. Like I don't even remember. Like I don't like when you do the mouthwash. That does drive me nuts. But I mean, I'm like, babe, you can't put in the cap, and then you'll just laugh. You be like, I did. You didn't see what you thought you saw, or you don't believe your lying
There
eyes.
you go.
And then we just kind of keep it moving.
You can't see good. When you don't have your glasses on, you don't.
I always have my glasses on.
No, you don't always.
That's how I fall asleep with my glasses on.
You can't find them in the morning because I put them on my nightstand half the time.
But I got 2,000 other pair on the nightstand beside me. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to just another topic since we ain't getting a lot of people telling us what their pet peeve is. So we want to be talking about
how do you go from losing it to laughing about it is what the key is, because everybody have pet
Are you
peeve.
scratching your titty?
My titty is up here. This is underneath.
Your under titty?
Yeah, this is the under boobage. Itchy.
So how do you go from
losing it to laughing about it? It's my opinion is the perspective of the person and giving them benefit of the doubt, because you do so many other good things that one thing is okay. I'll let that go. Because would you rather switch somebody else that does that one thing right but did everything else wrong?
I was talking to somebody today, and they were somebody was thinking that they can just move on to someone else. Like when the situation they're in, they feel like it's not the best, right?
Could be.
And they're like, well, I can just get somebody else. But I was like, the idea of just getting somebody else is not as cut and dry as people like to think it is.
Right, because you could get somebody else. That's true, but it could always be worse than what you already have.
Right. To me, it's like you know what you got right here.
Exactly.
But boy, let me tell
If
you,
you have a known commodity and you would risk that for unknown commodity, that don't make any sense. When it could be worse, where that yes, the one pet peeve you have, they may not do that one thing, but they got 1,000 other things that you don't care
right,
for.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Mhm.
doesn't make any sense. So and when that rested in my mind, I'm like, listen, nobody's perfect, so you can accept one or two flaws. It's fine. And I have flaws as well, so I can't very well demand perfection from you, and I'm not giving it. That's very hypocritical and disingenuous.
But so let me ask you, because I hear a lot of women believe that
Mhm.
that's something that their husband does. Like they want certain things from them that they don't give themselves. And
Well, I can't speak to that, but from what I've seen, I don't think that to be the case. Even if they think that, I don't think that's what it is.
what you mean?
But because a lot of women that's online, they
I'm not talking about online. I'm not online. I'm talking about real life people that I've dealt with that their husbands say, you
But what?
know, that like their husband want them to do XYZ, but
Mhm.
then they don't do the things that, like it's not
Oh,
like you're
well,
not doing your part, but
right,
you like you just said they're trying to demand perfection
right.
from their wife, but they're not trying to have perfection or anything in that
Well,
vicinity for their
in that
husband.
case, then that's something that the man needs to analyze. You know what I mean, and take inventory of what he got going on. I
So
mean, don't get me wrong. You expect certain things from your partner, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you can't expect them to be perfect. Like if you got 12 pet peeves and you want them to fix all 12, like if they fix 8, then that's great.
well, even a couple because they're
Right.
trying.
That's what I'm saying. That's better than 12 still. It's still
Right.
less than 12. So like I said, I mean, it's hard to pin down other people's relationship because you don't know all the factors and the dynamics, but the moral of the story is grace. Give grace.
I was gonna say it was something about Grace, but I couldn't think of it. I missed my
Well,
cue. Don't worry.
try a little tenderness is similar.
Mine was a gospel song.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yes, you do. John McReynolds got one.
Oh yeah, it's too high. I can't sing that.
So, sorry, I hate saying. Okay, so
Grace. Grace. No, I don't know.
here's a question that I know that I got. So, first of all, shout out to all the ladies that came. I had my first Godly Wife Life roundtable last night, and it was amazing.
That's a mouthful.
It is, and if I say it too fast, I tell you.
Godly wife life round table.
Yes. I had my first Godly Wife Life roundtable last night, and it was amazing. All right. Kens and Amari said, I agree with Grace. Each spouse wants the other to give them grace.
Right.
But here's the thing: a lot of times in relationships, it's one person that either give grace and the other person doesn't, or the other person is demanding grace when they don't like.
Right.
You should be understanding about what I did, but when I do something, you're not as understanding.
Well, that's actually to be expected. But what happens is the person is given the grace. Sometimes they flip flop because you're not riding the wave together of the seasons. Remember how we talked about that? Like there was a time when you loved me so hard, and I was
You
like,
gotta tell them no, baby. Even you're talking about me, they don't understand.
well, you're a little better explain that to me about that. Every relationship goes through seasons, and sometimes each person in a relationship are not in the same season together. So it could be where I'm so in love with you, and you like, about me, and then you like you so in love with me, and I'm like, about you. So at those times when I'm in love with you, I'm giving you grace, and then once it switches, you in love with me, I'm giving you grace. But the goal is to be together in the seasons and to make the fall and the winter shorter and the spring and the summer longer, so you're always in a good place together.
Right,
Give each other
right.
grace.
I laugh because so often people want, and I didn't think about that. It's because of how you feel about the person.
Correct.
Because just like with if it's somebody you love, when you hear something, you give them an excuse and an
Correct.
out because you love them.
Right.
But if it's somebody you don't like, then
like,
you like,
whatever.
they so wrong for that. Da, 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 da.
Right.
And it's funny because you can turn around like, what did you just say? The other person needed, grace or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, I understand, but it just sometimes it'd be a little.
Well, the problem comes in when one person is always giving the grace and the other person is not, and it's always like that. Then that's the issue because eventually the one giving the grace all the time is going to be like, you know what?
I'm sick of you.
Yeah, I'm I'm through with the grace. I gave it all. You ain't giving me nothing.
Well, I don't know. I think,
That's where resentment sets in.
but I think sometimes we don't know. I think the biggest thing when we had issues, pet peeves, we didn't know how to communicate those to each other. And that's what I was gonna say. That's one of the questions that women ask me. How do you tell your husband certain things? And of course, I always tell you timing and tone is important.
Well, but this is the thing too. Every little thing is not worth telling. Like, is the juice worth the squeeze? You know what I mean? Because some people have a bazillion pet peeves, and you every day is something that gets old. Like, okay, bro, listen. Every day you can't be telling me you don't like this, you don't like this, you don't like that. Like, come on, man.
Right, right.
You mean what I'm saying? Like at that point, we need to just go our separate ways because I can't brush my teeth, I can't this, I can't drink, I can't nothing. Like everything is issue.
But listen, you had times where you felt like that with me, like in the beginning, that I was critiquing you or had a problem with everything.
Yes, you were, but it still wasn't every single little thing. But I think the problem with us is you were comparing me to other situations, and you were like, "Well, in this situation, this person did like this. In this
I
situation,
was
this person did like
not,
that." Yes, you was.
or at least, was it in reality? So,
Oh, you don't want me to. My daddy,
I told so my first wife, like that last name,
Jerry.
I told him about how I did. I compared to
Right.
my dad, and somebody else said they did as well. Like even if those things are something you think, you probably shouldn't say that.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying so. To me, I think that's what was going on. So it wasn't quite the same things. What I'm saying about every little thing is aggravating you. Like you weren't like, I don't like the way you brush your teeth. I don't like the way you walk. I don't like the way you drink. I don't like the way you put your shirt on. Like it wasn't like that.
Right.
It was
But
more.
but at one time, but from what you expressed, it felt like that. Even though it wasn't like that, it felt like
Yeah,
that.
but everything was more uh based on what you thought I should be doing or how you've seen it done in the past. Like it was done like this. Like when you're talking to the kids, my dad did it like this, or Jerry did it like that, or whatever the case may be. It was more of that kind of thing,
Right.
which oddly enough, it got on my nerves, but I did kind of appreciate it because you were trying to help me do things better because obviously we don't have it all figured out. You know what I
Well,
mean?
the thing about it that I realized that our upbringings were so different,
Correct.
and I because that's all I knew.
Right.
That's what I thought everybody knew.
Right.
It wasn't, and it's funny because I've dated, and I've been around a little bit, just a little bit. I had a few boyfriends, and I did some stuff.
No comment.
Don't you comment.
Don't do it.
But I realized that I had a narrow perspective of what life was for other people.
Right.
Just like when I had a friend that would say, I'm going to my daddy's house this weekend. I was like, I was too. But I didn't know her daddy didn't live with her mama. I
Right.
thought that everybody had a family. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that's how your background and who it is that you are married to is very important because
Everybody's father's not a minister or a pastor, or everybody don't go to church.
but everybody probably ain't been active.
They that too. I'm saying so. All those things are
All this saying.
differences.
All right, all this said right. Like at some point, it's just like the nitpicking. I got it.
Yeah.
And then okay, said say that tone and timing point should be
Reinforced.
yeah.
Or should.
So I came to realize that just because you're mad about it in that moment doesn't mean you need to address it in that moment.
Right.
Just because something has happened. First of all, do not address stuff in front of a bunch of people because you would you like it if your spouse, the thing that you mad with him about, if you did something and he put you on Front Street in front of a bunch of people, would you like it? The answer is no.
Right.
It doesn't mean that your husband won't have to lean and be like, chill out some or whatever into your ear. But would I just seen too many people that don't mind talking to their spouse crazy in front of other people.
Right.
Some stuff come home and let's talk about it. Let's flush it out at home. Let's have a conversation. Because it's hard to let you see my point
Right.
when we're angry and around other people that could potentially hype it up or you're embarrassed by it. Because
Right.
people respond out of embarrassment as well.
Well, but first of all, not a good look to air your stuff out in front of people. Number one, and number two, people think that they're doing something by checking the other person, but what they're doing is they look crazy. When you talking to your spouse, all you know what I'm saying, because that make you look like what you got going on.
Look, she talking about not looking away, Mr. Said. You saw he looked at he looked away because he ain't wanna cause he know he been saying something crazy early. So he have to
Not me.
he gotta look away so he can behave. But I think sometimes what we forget is that the other person has feelings. And even I don't know, if you just take time to put yourself in the other person's position, a lot of times I've heard people talk, they don't always have examples of what a man should be, what a husband should be. Like even if you have a dad, he might not have been a good husband, right? So then you got to go off of what the word says, but then how does that look like in practical life? Do you have a role model? Do you have an example? Like, how do you find out how to be a man? But what I found out in the beginning is that I didn't know how to be a wife and you know how to be a husband. And it was too much, I felt, finger pointing when we slacked in either one of our areas, me to you and you to me, instead of saying, let's figure out how to be wife and husband. We didn't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, go down the aisle and get married, yeah, but after that, then what? Well, there was there's a song the boy got, and then what? First, I'm going some to some, and then what? Yeah,
Yeah.
first I'm gonna get married, and then what?
That
I don't know. Look, I don't know. You don't know what.
Then you're gonna argue.
And like when you argue with somebody that you're married and it says to death do us part, can't nobody get under your skin like the person in your house.
Right.
Like it is amazing to me how the person in your spouse can push some buttons that nobody else can.
Right.
And go ahead.
And that make you just want to say, I was just playing.
Like, but you could go to sleep after an argument.
Who, me? Oh yeah.
I couldn't.
No, but you wouldn't let me sleep. You gonna talk. I'm your wife. You're gonna talk to me. Girl, you don't go sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. Leave me alone. We can do you. Look, we'll talk about it tomorrow. No, we're gonna talk about it now.
This is in the beginning, guys.
Well, she wow. Like sleeping.
I don't know. And I think me having parents that have been married for
Wow, bro. You don't like to go sleep.
me having parents that have been married for so long, I thought that was what everybody had.
Stay up all night in August.
What? No, I'm just saying. I just thought we didn't supposed to have problems like that. Like, why are we having disagreements? What's happening?
You didn't like to go to bed. That's why.
I
You gotta get some rest.
anyway. Now the other part of this is people said don't let the sun go down on your wrath, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people say that means that you do not go to bed angry. That you have to deal with it. I don't know if I agree with that.
Anger and wrath is two different things. They don't mean the same thing.
Well, I'm saying, but it said, don't. What's the scripture? Let me get the scripture exactly, because if you haven't been with us, we don't do guessing. We get some real stuff.
Yeah, see what that word is. But yeah, I'm not. We talked about that and did a deep dive in that one time, and it didn't mean what people thought it mean. But I don't remember now. That's been so long ago.
So it says wrath.
Right. So wrath and anger are two different words.
All right, let's look at what wrath means. It's extreme anger.
Correct.
So, because what people used to get, they were like, well, we never go to bed mad. And I used to be like, that's not, I knew it wasn't practical
No.
because sometimes when you are so angry and you've been going at it for a while, you're tired, you are not hearing each other. At this point, you just not going to be mean or petty or whatever the case may be. You're not listening to one another.
That's definitely what I was doing. You would let me go to bed.
What, what you doing?
Being mean and petty as possible. I'm tired and sleepy. You don't get out my face. Leave me alone.
Lord, I thank you for where you brought us from.
I know that's right. I ain't got to worry about it now. Even if we got to argue now, you probably fall asleep during the argument. I can't.
You try to say, oh,
Yes.
listen, but I
Wake up in the morning. You be like, well, we arguing last night. Okay.
You know, okay, so when's the this I always ask this question because we were on a live one night on TikTok and somebody was like, they asked, I was upstairs, and they said, what was your last argument about? Or when was your last argument? I was like, I don't know. And it was like, well, I can't remember anything. And then I came downstairs and he was like, and they said, they said they wanted to ask him without me saying anything because I guess they thought I was lying.
Right.
And so then when they asked you, you was like, no.
Today.
You was like, I think it was because you said
I couldn't remember.
We want to spend time because like he watched TV, he watched other stuff, so I go in the other room, and he said, I think you said I want to spend more time with you on the couch or something like that. And he was like, that ain't an argument. It was like,
Right.
it is
Well,
for
it wasn't
us.
an argument. It was just
But
a point of
but
contention.
the fact that we were trying to find an argument is a long way from fighting every day.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was every day. Maybe every
Boy, in them first 5 years, we was fighting every day, all day.
every other day.
I don't really think we had peace back then because I was trying to be the man and try to tell you how to be the man, but I wasn't being the wife. You ain't not be a husband. We just had too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Why you saying that? Yeah.
We.
It wasn't me. It was me only.
What?
It was me only.
I said we.
Why you like you sleeping? To my yeah.
Because I'm agreeing with you, honey. I'm undergirding you. Supporting you.
Don't you undergird me no more. Don't you undergird me no
I
more.
can't undergird you.
So when people
system.
when people give you a scripture and they tell you something, make sure you look it up. Because people quote scriptures wrong. They use them out of context. And like sometimes I've heard people say they didn't go to bed all night because they were angry, because they had a disagreement and they can't go to bed. Man, I was like, that's not what
the Bible says, and I forget what verse it is. It's okay to be angry. You just can't
sin, right?
You can't act on it, right?
Well, but looking at the scripture when it says wrath is extreme anger.
That's why I told you, because you said wrath and then you said go to bed angry. That's two different things.
Well, but I'm saying, but that's what I've always heard, and that's what threw me because I'm like, I remember times when after that time when we were staying up all night where I'm like I was conflicted. I felt like I wasn't supposed to go to bed, but we weren't getting anywhere. And then you have to go to work the next morning, and I feel like
you going to sleep.
Huh?
Did it stop you going to sleep? You were conflicted?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I went to sleep. I'm asking you. I don't know. I went to sleep. I wasn't conflicted.
So my husband will go to bed. He don't care what it is. I look, bills could be crazy, kids acting up. This joker will go to sleep. He believe in getting his rest. Although on a regular night, his average time to go to bed is 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Back then, I don't think you went to bed that late.
No.
Does that happen when you get old? You stay up? I thought old people go to sleep.
Well, I'm not as old as you, but maybe in a few years when I get to your age, I might go to bed at 8 o'clock.
Whatever. So we're talking about pet peeves and laugh or lose it. We talked about don't let the let me read the scripture right.
Sun go down in your wrath.
The scripture says, well, okay, the King James Version says, be angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down on your wrath. And people use that scripture to say that you cannot go to bed if you've had a disagreement. That's not the case. It's not the disagreement. It's when you are
But we don't even know what the context. I gotta go back because I don't even know if that context was about relationship as husband and wife.
I'm just saying that's what people have always used
Right.
in scripture. So the scripture for anyone who look at is Ephesians 4:26.
Mama wrong
The
again.
the message version says, I saw it somewhere. Go ahead and be angry. You do well to be angry, but do not use your anger as fuel for revenge. Ooh, that's get back.
There you go. So it's okay to be angry.
And it says, and don't stay angry. Don't go to bed angry. And I see this says don't go to bed angry. Don't give the devil the kind of foothold in your life. The message version says don't go to bed angry.
Yeah, but the key to that is don't use it as fuel for revenge.
Yes.
And that goes along with wrath because when you say wrath, wrath means that you're unleashing it on someone or doing something because when you wrath, you're experiencing it. Because normally when you say it like feel my wrath, experience my wrath, so you're doing something actively to somebody. You can be angry and people not know it.
Right.
But wrath, not so much.
Right. So how would you say that I'm going to talk for wives and you can do something for women. I mean for men. How do you say a woman if she has an issue that may be a pet peeve or something that's bothering her, like we did in the beginning? How do you address
Pet peeve of mine to her?
no for a wife to her husband? Because a lot of times the women feel like the husbands don't necessarily listen.
Oh, you asked me how should she communicate that to him?
Yes, that's a question I get all the time.
Ah.
Like, how do I tell them that?
Well, I mean, it depends on what it is. If it's something that is fundamental to the man that he's doing, then I don't know. That's a tough one. But
Can you try to give us something? Because
there
I get that question all the time, but I'm not a man. So I
there
don't-
there needs to be some studying of the spouse because they know you need to know your spouse. So you should know buzzwords that triggered him. You should know when they feel susceptible to hearing from you. You know what I mean? So I would say, like you always say, communicate in a time when there's no confusion or no tension, where it's something light. A lot of times after you've had communion, you can
After you be hunching,
yeah, that's a
and
good time.
y'all in the afterglow.
That's a good time.
That's a good time to. And now there's a catch-22.
Right.
It's a good time to talk because he's at ease, but
Don't be manipulative.
when you use sex as a weapon,
Right.
then you operating in witchcraft. So we're
Correct.
not doing that. We're talking about finding a proper timing, because what I'm finding and what I see ladies say now is regularly they are being
I think this is important too.
let me finish my second. Can I finish my
Oh
sentence?
boy, I'm sorry.
They're regularly being oh sorry. Women are regularly being manipulative.
Right.
And timing, not manipulative. That's not the word. I'm sorry. Scratch that. They get in the mode where I'm upset about something.
Mhm.
I don't like something, and I gotta address it. I gotta deal with it. And even if you don't say anything, you got a funky attitude, and everybody that's around knows that you're being a butthead.
Okay.
And so, like, if I have an issue with you, if I can't address you with it, I'm not gonna be ruin everybody else's environment and their time.
Right.
And I see that too often. And to me, that's a lack of self control
Right.
and
maturity.
and emotional intelligence.
Correct.
Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is, what would be helpful in the time when you're communicating your pet peeve? Just communicate the pet peeve. Don't offer ways to fix it because that can be viewed as, I don't know, overstepping. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing too much. Like, I don't like when you do this instead.
Right.
Just say, this is something that bothers me when you do X, Y, Z.
So don't try to tell them what to do.
Correct. Don't give them a solution of something else to do. Like instead of doing it like this, do it like this.
All right. So our list is wrote, so you can read this.
If that makes sense. I just asked Sam what's a pet peeve that I do. He just said leaving bottle caps off. So instead of me saying I don't even do that, I just acknowledged what he said and asked him if he could tell me more when I do this, because it's something I think I do, but show me so I can fix it. I can't tell him that something that I do doesn't happen, because now we're gonna explode.
But listen,
It's amazing.
so Arlene, thank you for that, first of all,
Right.
because this is an example of what we're talking about. If you ask, and I used to do this, I would ask my husband a question, but when he tell me the answer, I got mad
Right.
because I didn't like the answer he gave me because I thought it should have been something different. You
Right.
can't ask your husband or your spouse for their opinion on something, but then get mad when they give it to you.
Right.
Like she said, that she probably was going in her mind, like, I don't do that. But then take a minute and say, like you said, because sometimes when you do certain things, you've been doing it so long, you don't even realize you do it. My husband has pointed out things out to me in the same way. And I'm like, I don't do that. He's like, yes, you do. And then I'm like, no, I don't. So I'll say, show it to me. And I also try to do the same thing, even if it's something, because otherwise I ain't going to remember later. But when he pointed out to me, or one time I know he told me I did something, and I was like, I don't do that. You know, I was not happy with him. And he wasn't here, but whatever he said I did, I saw that I was getting ready to do it, and I was like, ooh, I wasn't gonna tell him that he was right, but I caught myself doing what it is that he had pointed out, which I told him I didn't do.
Mhm.
So when your spouse takes time to tell you, hey, you do such and such, and I don't like it, or can you not XYZ,
Right.
try to at least take time before you get defensive. See, it's the defensive part that makes it difficult for your spouse to tell you something.
Right. Because if you're, I did hit the table too. If you're defensive about it, you're not going to change the behavior
You ain't
because you
anger,
don't
baby.
believe you do it.
You ain't anger in my shot, in the shorts. Can you turn your body this way a little bit? Can you move your body?
I'm,
I'm talking about just how you look on the camera.
I'm parallel with the table, honey.
You parallel?
Yes.
Me too. I'm more parallel.
So that means that this thing is at an angle.
I'm more parallel.
That's not a thing.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Jessica says, hey, Jessica, we have to surrender the need to defend ourselves when our partners share their pet peeve. It's not a fight. But so often that's the main thing we get is that if your spouse tell you something, you feel like everything is, I don't know, but if you marry somebody to become one, why do you feel like it's me versus you?
Because you don't have the right perspective when you first get married.
Well, I know it's a single. I was talking about that. It's a single mindset when you first get married. Even though you say I do, you come in with all your single thoughts, your single process, your single ways. It's a challenge to remove those single stuff.
Your mouth said I do, but your emotions didn't say I do.
Oh boy.
Because it's your spouse's job to help make you the best version of you. And sometimes, just like when you get a review at your job, it's telling you some things that might not be the best.
Right.
But it's to help you be better.
Right.
So if I say, hey, you do XYZ, I don't do that. No. Okay, babe, but when do I do that? Or give me some context of, what you think I can do differently or whatever the case may be, because that person loves you and they're not saying that to hurt you or belittle you, because it's just between y'all. It's not like they put it on Facebook or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or wrote put it in a newspaper.
But I think because in our minds we have a perception of ourselves
Correct.
of being this wonderful wife or being this wonderful husband,
Right.
even we are just trying to figure it out.
Right.
I don't know what it is that makes us want to tell constructive criticism.
Right.
Yes, all these constructive criticism
is rarely taken.
Well, here's the thing. I think, back up, a lot of parents didn't give us constructive criticism. They just was, either you got the parents that their child did no wrong, or the parents that was like,
I don't know what
you suck.
did. I receive constructive criticism all the time.
That wasn't constructive criticism. That was just
get yourself together.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not constructive criticism, because constructive is not like, it's not mean.
No, it was constructive because it worked. I stopped doing whatever the behavior was.
Look, I'm done. So he's saying, okay, now y'all
constructive to me is, did it work? Did you refrain or discontinue the unwanted behavior? If the answer is yes, then it was constructive because it worked.
Constructive criticism is specific, actionable, and well intentioned feedback provided to help someone improve their performance or skills rather than pointing out flaws.
Just
No, yeah, but
and that was constructive criticism.
okay.
Whether it's mean or not,
I don't like that kind.
it was well intentioned to provide help to improve your performance and skills, and that's what it did.
So, do you feel like I'm talking to y'all, can give your spouse constructive criticism?
Right. I think that's the problem now is everybody's too sensitive, and you got to call everything. Well, you're so great, you're wonderful, but you do this one
No, you
thing.
can't say, but you can say, however. Okay, listen. So, just
Forget all that. As a therapist, I can tell you it hasn't worked for everyone. Most of my clients got better at hiding the behavior.
right. And that's what I was saying. So, like how you tell what your mom did constructive criticism, like it didn't. I just learned how to not let you see it.
Well, I don't know about what age group is that.
All of them.
No, no, about that. Because there wasn't nothing you can hide nothing from moms.
Well, okay. So, let's go to as a teenager and above. Yes, because no, yes.
But at that point, the raising is done.
Well, it's not about race because as an adult, as your old behind is now, you can get constructive criticism, and you are old. So
no, but I'm saying you said as a teenager though you can hide stuff. But I'm saying
you can, though. I know I did, Cedric. I hid what I wanted to hide.
What you was doing one right. You didn't think it was right because they already raised you.
No, but
one right.
No, but the whole thing was, people didn't like. They think like that's what people say back in the day. People used to say a bunch of mean stuff to you. Like, I do believe that we need to have thicker skin.
What does that mean though? Mean because they didn't say something nice before they said it?
Well, I'm not talking. No, you know how like the old ladies in church be like, "Oh, you a little fat, little helping."
Yeah, but see, my mom didn't do that.
I'm not talking about just your moms. I'm just talking about in general. The culture back then was very harsh. Some people were mean. Some people were toxic. Some people were being petty, and just because they were an adult, they could do certain things. So there were things that people could.
I agree to a certain extent, but to me, I think it was worth it because I think it worked more times than not because you didn't have people out here acting a fool like they are now.
I think that we need to not have such thin skin.
Of course.
However, I don't think that the methods to the extreme they were before was.
Well, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Is what I'm saying.
Well, we have, and now we got.
They don't. Okay, so if we were over here to the right, they don't move so far to the left now, away from where we were that you could move over a little bit. That's fine, but they got away from it totally.
But that's what our whole life has been. People that like us who grew up in church, that went to church all the time, right? Then they grew up and then, well, mine ain't my kids do that. So then the kids don't go to church at all. So you go from one extreme to the next. Like,
right. But we didn't do that.
I know we didn't do that, but that is what you see. That's why our culture and our climate is what it is. Correct. Because everybody did overcorrection.
Correct.
You went from,
and when you overcorrect, you crash.
When you overcorrect, you crash. Okay, Ollie said, at this point, yes, I'm beginning. No, I felt more attacked than anything. Like, dang, I can't do anything right. But if someone really loves you, they are going to want you to be your best self.
Correct.
Anytime I was tired of college, Sam always said, McDonald's always hiring. I passed every class.
There you go. That's not what that mean?
That's not mean.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
No, that ain't what they said back in the day. That ain't what the ladies said, baby.
It's not a screen.
They gonna think, yeah, what was the message? Yeah.
No message. What you gonna do with that?
Hey, Latrice.
Hey.
Your niece chair coming on here. Anyway, I'm not talking about that's mean. That like saying, I don't think saying everything is mean, but there were a lot of. I remember a lot of mean people from church. I mean,
but see, I don't have that. That wasn't my testimony. The person that said the meanest things to me was my great grandmother. Now she used to tell me off all the time.
Boy, your grandma said, "Why you eating? Put that plate down. You too fat. Go to work. That thing was so funny.
On Christmas.
On Christmas, that thing was so funny. I was like,
But people at church never did me like that. They always loved
"Hey,
me.
Tina."
But you know what? I think it's different though with girls and boys too. That's number one. And then also you were the preacher's kid, so I think that had a role to play with it as well.
Yeah, because I had people that call me like,
Because people probably felt the way about you because you was the
well,
the pastor's daughter.
because you know I was always out
Okay, right.
out, but not just outspoken. Like I remember one time I had a short, and I was an adult now. I had a shortcut and I had red. I dyed it red. It was for a hair show or something. I used to do nails and hair, or whatever.
Right.
And I had somebody say something to me about you can't have that color hair and you this and that. Like they were like going, and I was like, I'm sorry, because at the time I think I was still living. That wasn't my parents. It might not have been.
But see,
It was
that's the thing you missed too back then. To also, if you were the children of the pastor, then they tried to hold you to a higher standard.
yes.
So that's why you probably got a lot of what you got. I wasn't the pastor's kid.
But I heard from other people, because you know I just have random conversations.
Yeah.
They had a lot of things that people said to them in church too.
Were they male or female?
Both.
They said I didn't never had nobody never really said nothing crazy to me like
But
that.
I do remember more females saying
Right.
that.
Girls, that's what I was thinking. The ladies would say because I guess it's more important for you to not do crazy stuff because you can't take it back.
But it's the same thing for a man.
It's not though, because society is not. If you and I go out and do the same thing, right?
Yes.
You will be judged more harshly for what you did than me because you're a woman.
Correct.
That's just the way it is, and they understood that.
Baby hit the table.
I didn't hit the table. Did
You did, baby. Thing jiggle. It jiggled.
I barely touched it. So
You got big hands.
You got some jiggle to the wiggle.
You got big hands, and I like it. But you jiggle the table.
Okay.
You can use them big hands later.
I will.
Let me touch you.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why. So I would suspect that the girls would have more.
I think there was
boys.
a spirit of a judgmental spirit that also came along with that. When people could not, like, especially if you were somebody that was shapely or like, you know, it's like,
Well, but again, the girls that are more shapely have more problem because the older men look at them and they have more chance to get in trouble when you dress more provocatively and things like that.
well, I'm telling you, but you know, for church,
But if certain people, whatever matter what they wear, is gonna be
I'm that certain person.
then that's what I'm saying. So you have to understand that. So I understand why they did what they did, and plus you got to remember that older generation, they were more no nonsense. They didn't have time to, you know what I'm saying, to be trying to call to you. This is what it is. Get it together. You know what I mean? Because like my grandparents, they wasn't gonna tell you no whole bunch of times, stop doing this, stop doing that. You got one time.
And the grandparents now,
And the next time you do it, they're going upside your
look,
head.
the grandparents now be like, baby, don't come to me.
They don't say nothing.
They don't say nothing.
Listen, I was at a lady's house. Her the daughter came over there with her baby. The baby telling the lady to shut up.
Tell the grandma to shut up.
Shut up. Leave me alone. The lady ain't said nothing. Ain't popped nobody nothing.
Did your hand start twitching?
They ain't none of my business. Because I would have jumped off the top rope. How you doing? Who you talking to, little fella? You got life all tore up.
How old was the child?
That little, small, like maybe 2, 3, barely walking, diaper.
Shut up.
Shut up. Leave me alone. I was like, say what?
Say what now?
Nah, you can. What?
Well,
listen, I kept minding my business and doing my little work. I thought that was diabolical.
It is
diabolical. The grandma didn't say nothing. And I don't know if the daughter, because she wasn't in there in the room with them, so I don't know if she heard it. But can you imagine if our kids say that to your mama? Boy, I could have been down shoving.
Boy, look at him.
What? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's a whole. And my grandma will tell you, stop a bunch of times. She said, and matter of fact, she won't even say stop because you already know the rules.
They make a noise and then
That's all you already know what time it is.
But
Grandma say, hush your fuss.
hush your fuss.
And you let am sound come out after that. You gonna find out about some pain.
Well, uh, so what's your what is
You gonna find out.
she just gonna get
Gonna look.
okay. Listen, it's a different breed now though.
Hey.
But listen, we're gonna leave you on a note for these pet peeve stuff. We have a couples vision board event that we are on the panels with, and um I told you we had the wife life. Well, I had the wife life roundtable, godly wife life roundtable the other day, last night, and it was amazing. I am so glad I didn't upload the video again, so I'm sorry. But if you go to Eventbrite and search for couples vision board event, you'll see the vision board event. It's a group of people on there, but you'll also see it's from Michelle for the Bell LLC, and you get your tickets. If you can join us, it would be amazing. But what would you like to leave these wonderful people about something about pet peeves and their relationships with their husbands and wives?
Well, not just about pet peeves, but anything in your relationship, always harp on it's about perspective. Because once your perspective changes, then your relationship can grow in the way that it needs to because you look at things in the proper way. So be mindful of your perspective and try to be the person that affords grace to your spouse because you want grace as well.
Just know that wherever you are, it won't be like this always. And I do want to harp on the fact that timing is important.
Sure.
Even if there's a pet peeve that's really getting under your skin
Mhm.
and you really want to talk to your spouse about it, think about the timing. Because when the kids are crying and bills are due and there's a whole bunch of noise, or if you're in front of a bunch of people, that's not the time.
Your husband had a bad day.
Right. Ask God when is the time to have a conversation with him about what it is that's getting to you. Because it's not easy to bring two different lifestyles, and I know it's a dog, sorry, two different lifestyles together to become one. That concept just makes no sense, like naturally.
Right.
But that's why you need God to help you through this transition and every day. Because
Right.
you couldn't have paid me to believe that years 1 through 5 that this would be our life now. Did you think so?
I'm not sure, but I didn't have any quit in me. I wasn't gonna give up.
Well, you did say you weren't gonna give up.
Right.
I tried to force him out, kick him out, run him out, all that stuff.
Nope,
He was
that
like, nope.
can't do it.
He stood 10 toes down, and I'm thankful for that. He was like, I ain't going. I was like, go to your mother's house. He was like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna go lay in this bed that I pay for.
Yes,
And I was
ma'am.
like this.
And don't believe me, just watch me.
You know what else? I realized that I don't know any other people so far, and maybe some people can say them, but that have not separated in the course of their marriage. We never lived separately. We never moved out. Almost everybody knows say they moved out.
You tried to make me move out.
Yeah, well, I tried to make you move out, but I'm saying people have.
I said no. No, ma'am.
You did say no, but I'm saying, why does everybody move out?
Because it's easier than dealing with it.
But that to me is giving the devil an open.
Dog.
I also know it's.
Come here.
He just wants some attention. That's why he make all that noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teddy done took the leash off, the veil off the dog. So I forgot what I was saying because you started talking to the dog.
They all doggone noise. He been shaking the whole time.
Okay. I forgot what I was saying.
Oh no, that we didn't separate. Why does everybody separate? I said they don't.
Oh, I was saying it gives the devil a foothold.
Correct.
So don't give the devil opportunity to come in and destroy your marriage, because you might push your husband wife outside and they might have somebody out there that's waiting.
Somebody else.
You gotta run to the arm.
Not the one who put you out.
So thank you guys for joining. We're here on Mondays at 8 p.m.
Trying to push me into some arms.
When to my back then?
Mhm.
I ain't pushing on that because I will.
Say you trying to.
I kick somebody in their hot pocket about you now with both feet.
Do what you do. You go in the mercy room after,
I will, but you'll be right
Yes.
there. You'll hold my hand.
possibly.
Yes, you will.
I
You'll
know.
be like, "Why you stupid behind did
If you get some
that?"
hot box on your hand, I know.
So hot box.
See, if you kick him in the hot box, they're gonna be the hot box dudes everywhere.
Kick it with my feet. How am I give him my hand?
Everybody splatter. I don't know.
Well, what kind of coochie they got that's gonna splatter?
You the one kicking it. I don't know.
Tina, good night. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate you.
Did you really say
I don't know.
what kind of hot box that I said hot pocket? You talking about hot box?
Whatever.
Who you know got a vagina that explodes?
I don't know. I just know yours.
Be waiting, ready, and willing, shaking my head, baby. We just gonna work through it all. Right.
There you go.
Listen, I don't know. I just never felt like it was gonna get better if you separate.
No. More worrisome.
More worrisome.
Mhm.
Thank you for coming. Share this with somebody. It's on YouTube. Share it with a friend because sometimes it's just the simple conversations that need to be had. We appreciate you coming out.
Yes, we do.
That was so extra.
I was undergirding you, honey.
And now we
Being
got some.
supportive.
Now we got some nightcap work to do. Ain't that right,
I
babe?
was being supportive. See, I'm
What?
supporting you.
My arm ain't up.
I'm undergirding you.
How you?
Supporting you.
The
I
girl
don't
is
want you to fall.
Baby, you squeeze my booty in the chair. It ain't going nowhere.
It might.
How my booty gonna get the chair?
Hold it. So it don't. You know what I'm saying?
Ollies, get your people.
You gotta hold you.
You see how Mr. Say get out of control?
Hold you tight. Support.
Man, I can't hit the end button. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Hold on, let me get my life together, man.
I thought you were supposed to do the end thing.
I do.
I'm cold.
Get my phone and cut the air off.
You got the down too.
I'm trying to get my outro. Y'all. I'm so ready, y'all. Don't tell anybody.
She got it on snow globe in here.
This ain't the right one. I don't know. We're gonna just go ahead and go on the outro like this.